I'm saying? We talking about today. Let me get in. We talking about the demonic, the dark side of Thanksgiving. That's right. That nobody do. They don't want to talk about it, but we gonna talk about it. The dark side of Thanksgiving, the demons of the harvest. Okay, and this is a harvest holiday, a holiday. You see what I'm saying? But what comes with the harvest? See, you don't want to talk about what comes with the harvest, but we're going to talk. Before we get started, make sure you get over there to Patreon. Over 500 exclusive live streams. You know what it is. We got that fire. And make sure you get over to SETI.com, online marketplace, official general SETI products, the t-shirts, the hoodies, African and Kemetic jewelry, the DVDs. Make sure you check out the memberships for each page. General SETI, Sarasun SETI. You get them exclusive videos, and make sure you get his video a thumbs up, like it because you love it. Share it with your family and friends, and comment. Just don't say nothing stupid, because you will get banned. And so we back again talking about, the spirits of Thanksgiving. Because why? Because a lot of this shit you got, if you practice it, Thanksgiving, a lot of these symbols you have in your house. Nobody told you what these symbols was. Nobody told you what they tell you. Oh, you had a little, they love them sheaths. And sheaths is small little decoration. That's right, small little decorations of wheat. They tied up. I'll show you in a minute. Let me drop a few links in there. The horn of plenty, we talked about that one last night, which ain't nothing but the goat horn. You see what I'm saying? The goat horn, that's all it is. You see? And we talked about that is sacred to Zeus. You see, not only Zeus, God Pan. You see, the primordial goat god of Greece. For news, the primordial goat god of Rome. So most definitely we're going to get into that. But, and that's what it represents. No matter if anybody took the time, that's why they call it a horn of plenty. But nobody asks, well, what kind of horn is it and what kind of horn is it? And everybody always talking about the goat. And you understand what I'm saying? The Baphomet and all this shit. But nobody ever questioned, well, what kind of horn is on the table? It's a goddamn goat horn. So it's like when the devil, he trick you and he offer you all these things. You understand? He offer you plenty and you take it. The illusion of plenty. You see? Yeah, the horn of Pan, exactly. They don't want to talk about that. But we about to cut off into it very quickly. Hold on, fam. I just wanted to drop a few links in there. They're in there now. So we're going to jump right on off into this so we can have a very informative video off the chain. And so now what we talk, the darker side of Thanksgiving. And why am I discussing it? Being a brother of the craft. You see what I'm saying? A brother of the mystery system. I have to, defend the people spiritually. You see what I'm saying? Against other, what you call occult institutions from various groups around the world whose sole goal is to use their magic, you see, to consume other people, to build illusions, of fancy, of fun. You understand what I'm saying? Poisoned with seeds of possession, demonic entities. They do this shit. And so, it be these holidays, which are, they are very effective for spell casting on rituals on large populations. That's what we talking about, large populations, where the groups and masses of motherfuckers get involved in these celebrations. You understand what I'm saying? Get to saying shit that they don't even know what it is. You see, but it seems harmless to them. You see, it seems harmless to them, and that's what really get them on the motherfucking trap. That's that's what really get their ass on the trap, for real, for real. Let me push this one in here. Yeah, that's what really get them in, and because it's unknowing. You don't know this. You know, you look at these characters and these, the floats and shit that be coming down, and they be to you it seems like they're harmless cartoon characters and shit until you get off into the depths of it, and it takes a while for people to get off into the depths of it. And even when they do, a lot of motherfuckers don't give a fuck. They so possessed by the character. They've been watching the characters for so fucking long that, it seems harmless to them. They didn't pull them in. They can't get up off the goddamn demon. The demon pull them in. They bring financial tribute. You understand? Economic tribute to their organizations, whatever organizing, and they come out in their suits and ties, but when they go behind the scenes, they got the hoods on. And they're in the dark, rooms and shit with sigils on the floor and shit. You see what I'm saying? Incantations and, all type of rituals and ceremonies to invoke these demonic entities that are, invoked to bring the downfall. And you see it because when you look out and you see your people, your babies is killing. You see what I'm saying? They've been possessed. That's all it is to it. You see what I'm saying? They didn't infected the music. That's one way of doing it. That's one of the rituals that they perform every day is the radio and the TV, where they put these motherfucking videos in YouTube, where they put these videos up on a massive level, where it's a drill and kill and all that. And you see that the kids, and not only the kids, but the adults too, they are affected by this shit. They are possessed by this shit, and they act accordingly. So we got to know that. And so, unknowingly, you participate and you venerate. You participate and you venerate. You understand? With seemingly innocent celebration. It's seemingly innocent. This is what gets you. You see? And you're venerating demonic entities and energies. You see? And so, and we have to be careful because, just like they took the goddamn movie Thanksgiving, they showed you the pilgrim was the motherfucker doing all the killing. These is bloodthirsty killers. You see what I'm saying? The pilgrims are bloodthirsty killers. These ain't no motherfucker. This ain't the, they try to show you the man on the oatmeal box and shit, Quaker oats and shit. And then, trying to make him look innocent, and behind that motherfucker is a demonic entity. So you want to know, you have to understand, don't be, because they smile and they beguile. They smile and they beguile. A lot of these holidays are coordinated to certain celestial holidays, equinoxes, solstices, particular days, very important celestial dates. They put these holidays because a lot of people understand that portals open up. You see what I'm saying? Between different worlds, when it's just like a clock. It's just like a damn, just like a clock, and just like a lock. You know how you take the lock and you had the combination lock and you had to turn it 3 different ways and shit, 3 different numbers. And when you put it on the last number, you can open that motherfucker. So you have to understand that a lot of these holidays, they like a lock. You see one spin this way, one spin that way. And then on the third one or the second one, you can unlock that motherfucker and a portal will open up. So you have to, and this is clear. You ain't got to figure it out. Look at your people. Look at them possessed. A lot of these peoples is possessed. You see what I'm saying? And you can tell these people the truth. You understand? Over and over and over. And it's no way they worse than a crackhead. You understand what I'm saying? They can't get off of this shit. If you tell them anything about, oh, I don't want to hear that, I don't want to hear nothing, you can give them all the information, say, go do the research, your motherfucking self. You see what I'm saying? Go do the research, your motherfucking self, and they will not do it. So understand that, and again, also, Black Power, we in the house. Also understand the mass economic tribute and pillage. You are, you are bankrolling these entities to continue to even advance their ability to possess a greater amount of our people, advance their technology, advance their economic ability to be able, you understand, to, reach further and further than they've ever done before with this demonic, these demonic celebrations and shit. They want to take it on the world tour. You see, just like I was saying, Krampus, which is the goat god of Christmas, that has, now, and I've been doing the holidays for a long time. And so I've been talking about Krampus, and, now Krampus has got a holiday right here in the United States of America. You see, right over here, right here in the United States, it's been grown, tremendously. And people don't know that because it's been on the DL. Now, when it's, you guarantee you, if you go look up Krampus night right here in America, you'll see it's all over this motherfucker. It's in your town, and you didn't even know it was in your town, but it's in your town right now where they got the goat worship of Krampus right here, and it started over there. See, the thing is, they've always loved the original goat worship, the satanic worship, the witches that they had before Santa Claus. You understand? Frau Percher, the belly slitter, where she cut your stomach open, pull your intestines out, stuff your goddamn stomach with rocks and garbage and shit, and yeah, Mother Krampus. And then you got Krampus, the goat god. You have what else you got? Damn. Krampus. You got Frau Percher. You got Gryla. You see the Iceland, troll. She's a female troll that eat the damn children and shit and all of that. And they had to ban the damn the storytelling of this troll, because it was petrifying their own goddamn children. So y'all have to understand that these holidays for real have not, they're not what you call, and the people say, well, why are you talking? Because 99% of the holiday is that. It's still, they didn't cleaned it up. You can't just clean no shit up like that. Because when you invest thousands of years of celebration into that holiday, it's like you done deposited, millions of souls and millions of, frequencies into the holiday. So you can mask it and you can try to clean it up a little bit. But then after a while, people want it like it originally was. So now you getting to hear about Frau Percher is a goddess from over in Germany. She shouldn't have no relevance, a witch goddess. You see what I'm saying? That's known for fucking, attacking kids, doing what we call Christmas celebration. It was not Christmas. I'm sick of this. I want y'all to understand, Christmas is a modern invention. There was no Christmas. You see what I'm saying? This is pagan or pagan in origin. You see, a lot of the days come out of even ancient Egypt, and I'm not saying that part of it is pagan, but pagan meaning, coming from these European cave worshiping, coming up out of these European, Scandinavian, pale European communities. This is what I say is pagan, so you understand. And so this is before they had any, of these religions. They were not Christians, and those are occult, but they're modern. You see what I'm saying? And it's a lot of crazy shit in that too when you peel back the veil. But so I'm just talking about when they were in they original, uh, you know, they original worship. And the demons and a lot of they openly worship demons. They have no problem with that. You see what I'm saying? They have no problem. Even the Kabbalah, they openly venerate demons. They conjure demons in the Kabbalah. So all them Kabbalists and shit, motherfuckers out there talking about they in the Kabbalah. Yeah, them motherfuckers invoke goddamn Pagan. You understand? Pagan is, that too. Pagan really deal with Pan. When you talk about Pan, you talk about the wilderness, because he was the god of the wilderness and you talking about the backwoods. That's what you're talking about. When you're talking about heathens, and you talk about the heath. And the heath is like the bog and the swamp. You know what I'm saying? And so when you talk about pagan, the root of pagan is Pan. And Pan was the god of the wilderness, the wild shit, backwoods and shit. You see what I'm saying? So that's what you're dealing with. Some uncouth, you understand what I'm saying, type of veneration and shit. You can go out there, they be damn butt naked and shit with bonfires and shit out there, blood, all, tattoos all over their bodies and shit like that, And so that's where you get these type of entities like a pumpkin head and the scarecrow spirits. And we're going to talk about that a little bit later on in more depth when I pull out my lap and we pull up some of the visuals so you can see for real. You see, let me see if I can get the corn guys. You understand in here? And they'll see even that when they don't want to bring too much up about it. You understand what I'm saying? They don't want to bring too much up about it, man. Now you see, this corn guys is supposed to be a corn demon. And see, I brought, it only had like one goddamn, and they got some crazy ass motherfucking, one of them old goddamn rock groups and one of them, what they call them, metal, a heavy metal. I don't even know if they call it a demon metal or whatever the fuck they call it. Yeah, and they got a motherfucking picture. Look at this shit. Look at these motherfuckers. Under corn guys. You see? I'm going to show you now. I'm going to shut this shit down. You see that shit right there? Where it say corn guys? But it's really corn. But it's a demon. It's a demon of the harvest and shit that they talk about. That they don't. It come from over there in Europe. You see what I'm saying? So if you wouldn't know, but they are introducing all of their old shit. They don't want that Christianity shit no more. They reintroducing all that pagan shit that they brought over from Europe. They reintroducing that shit into the man. Look sick than a motherfucker. Man, listen here. But I'm a soldier. You feel what I'm saying? It's no problem. You see what I'm saying? Because for the righteous, you understand the righteous spirit of you understand what I'm saying, of liberation. Man, I terrorize them motherfuckers. You see what I'm saying? We got the same energy, you see? Motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? I paint all this shit, you understand, black. You feel what I'm saying? I paint all this shit black and put red motherfucking marks all over the eyes and shit. Nigga, you won't see none of this. You understand what I'm saying? Now I put some goddamn, teeth around this motherfucker. You feel me? You won't see nothing but some goddamn, like, some grizzly teeth up there. You feel what I'm saying? And go right in that goddamn, Go right in that goddamn forest just like them. You understand what I'm saying? And get busy. And get busy. You see what I'm saying? And get busy. It's not a problem. So everything you got the power because you got melanin. You see what I'm saying? Which is a powerful conduit. You see what I'm saying? More powerful than any other conduit in the universe. You see what I'm saying? That you can use, you understand, to invoke the ancestors and the frequency and energies of the universe already on your side, and you can bring a tremendous amount of power that no other entity on this planet can bring when you connect with the universe, because you're already connected. But once you understand that, your consciousness, and you grow your mastery in invoking the universe and the ancestors, you are all powerful, family. Do you understand what I'm saying? All right. This is General Sarasun SETI. We just getting started today. You understand? On Thanksgiving, the hidden agenda of Thanksgiving that nobody wants to talk about. I know you love your family. I know you do. But the symbols ain't got nothing to do with your family. You're supposed to love your family. If the ancestors bless you with then you should have the ancestors up. You should have all your symbols up. Is that right? That's right. Then what is these symbols that you got up today that you have no knowledge of, and what kind of spiritual harm it can bring to you and your family? Stay tuned, family. I'm going to wake you up today. We in the holidays. We in the holidays, y'all. And the general is in the house, and I'm just warming up. Y'all stay tuned. We going to be, man, I'm going to have you tight by tomorrow. This is Thanksgiving. I'm waking you from this point on, all the way into New Year's. We going to be pumping. I'm going to blow your motherfucking mind every time I open up this motherfucker. I'm going to blow your mind, so you stay tuned. Don't you go nowhere. This will be one of the greatest opportunities in your life to advance to another level. You see what I'm saying? In a particular art, you see, in science, this is your time to advance. So stay tuned, family. Patreon is there. The link is up there, kingseti.com. We got the memberships. Support the general, and I'll be right black. Arm yourself with knowledge. Bang on that wicked ass beast daily. Liberation through African education and confrontation. Boom. Black pop.